it's Adrian. You know, for the past couple of days, I've been spending some time with some of my older friends and acquaintances who happens to be back in Lebanon for their summer holidays. You know, they work in different location. Summer is really the time where everyone comes back home and then visit family, spend time, and then refresh themselves and catch up with their friends and acquaintances. So I get a chance to spend some time with a couple of my own friends and business associate that I am friendly with in the past. So we got into doing some discussion about opportunities around the business. And I thought about sharing with you the importance of having very clear due diligence in starting your own business. So, we spoke a lot about the mindset. Now, today I want to spend some time to talk about the due diligence or the preparation work before getting into any business or any investment. So, there are really 5 key important points that I want to point out with you and share with you some perspective of each of this so that it might help you to also get yourself oriented when it comes to doing your own business diligence. See, so due diligence is a very common word when it comes to getting into a new adventure. So you need to have a proper understanding of the market, of the situation, and of the opportunity. So this is what we call due diligence. Now, for me, there are 5 very important elements when doing a due diligence. So one of them is about the source of information. Okay, now always question, where does the source of information coming from? What are the data that you're looking at? How does it relevant with the business opportunities that you're looking at? And also questions the credibility of this data. So, if they're coming to government information, statistic or sensors, they are likelihood more accurate than any private assumptions. So it's very important for you to also understand the source of information and also the contact that you have. A lot of time we meet people, it's very important to know the background of the person, to understand the credibility of the person as well, right? So when you are new to the opportunity, question always the source of information and the contact. Yeah? When I speak about the source of information, clearly is where you get the information from. But when I speak about the source of contact, understand the background, the credibility of the people that you're speaking to or interacting to, so that you have a clear feel good feeling whether is this the right person who has the right credibility, who has the right background to build to go on with the conversation. Right? Now, experience is very important. History of the person, the professional education background, and also the current financial source of the person is also very important. So question that, try to make sure you have the right understanding of the people and also the information. Then when it comes to data, it's also very important to analyze the data objectively. Now, you might have a lot of information, but what is very important is look at the trend. The trend of the data will tells you all the stories. I give you an example. Generically, we say there is always a 10-year cycle in every business where you go through different phases. Now, within the 10 years, the business can go up or there's a phase where business goes down. So you need to monitor that trend. And it's very important to understand the history when some eruption or some drops happen. Investigate and understand what happened during that period of time or what happened during that phase, so that you have a better sense of the macro and the micro. The macro means overall picture, and the micro means the specific element that contribute directly to the element of the business that you're investigating. So always look at the trend. Is it trending upward or downward? There has to be a reason. So don't be afraid to question them. And trust me, by asking the right questions, it will help you to understand better and better the situation. All right? Then, of course, when you want to investigate the market understanding, the opportunities that you have, always ask about the competition, right? What are they currently doing? What are they currently doing that you are not satisfied with, or what are they currently doing that can be an opportunity for you? What are they currently doing that is actually complementing the existing services, etc., etc.? Always ask that question. Who are the competition and what are they currently doing? All right. Then we also need to make sure we focus on our audience, our customers' audience. Who are we targeting? All right. When we speak about targeting audience, it has to be a very clear targeting segment, because otherwise, if you're targeting everyone, you're targeting no one. So you need to be very clear. Who are the audience that you're looking into when it comes to the business opportunity? Who are you serving the business opportunity for? Clarify that so that you have a clear understanding. And then last but not least, of course, the financial analysis. Now, let me share my practical and professional experience. Financial analysis, it's never going to be as planned. All right. However, it is a very important indicator for you to understand first the potential investment, return, time frame. Ultimately is the risk. Okay, so you have to ask these questions, financial analysis. Although I'm telling you upfront, very likely the figures when implementing the project, it will never be happening at the as planned. However, it's very important to understand the investment size, the potential return, and also the time frame of realization, or what we call the return of investment. All that will give you an idea, a sense of the overall picture of the investment value, of the investment potential, and also it presents the risk factor. You need to be very practical. All right. Now, if you're investing into a real estate, they will tell you in 2 years you will be able to get your money back. Let's be very practical to understand what does that 2 years entails. Is it supposed to be from the construction phase to the handover phase, or is it supposed to be from land clearing to handover phase, etc., etc.? So you will get a sense of what is going on overall if the financial analysis is practical enough, and if you add in some risk factor, would that still make sense to you? All right. So I give you an example. If somebody proposed an investment of 4 years return, and if you do the overall phases of the project implementation, does it make sense to say that 4 years you'll be able to get the business return? If yes, if you feel, if that's relevant, then that might be relatively minimizing the risk of your return. If no, if someone say to you 2 years you'll be able to get your return back, and if you question the phase of implementation, the timing, etc., and you feel that this is not practical, then you might want to factor in a little bit longer time to manage the risk of your return. So you also manage the expectation of the investor that way. So it's very, very important that you go through this. Now, in the end, all this is about having you to feel good about what is going on. You can't expect that everything will go as planned, but it's very important to have a clear understanding on how the project came around, how the whole project is being unfolded to you, and what could be the potential risk and return. All right, so I'm summarizing that. When you are doing a due diligence, which is really I would say the project understanding, the investigation, the feasibility studies of your business opportunity, always verify the source of information and the person who's presenting you the opportunities. Make sure you know this person is reliable and the source are reliable. Then always study and look for the trend of the data that is provided so that you have a clear history and you understood how it all came around. and then look at the trend. Is it trending in the right way or not? Sometimes when it's trending too smoothly, keep in mind there will be a downtime. There is a cycle of every 10 years things will change. So you might want to understand that and relate to that. And ultimately, it's about understanding what the competitions are doing and what is happening in the market. Also, the audience, right? Who are your targeting audience, your targeted marketing crowd? Very important to know what are their needs, what are the gaps. All these four constitute to what we call the SWOT analysis, which is standing for strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat. Tomorrow, I can speak to you more about what SWOT is about and give you a better understanding about it. But this whole idea is to make sure you have a very, very solid and very, very close to the market realities analysis. Then, of course, you couple that with financial analysis, which should cover the point of your potential investment, your potential return, and the time frame. All right, so we can speak a little bit more about these two areas, the SWOT and also the financial analysis, and help you to sharpen up your due diligence ability or understanding and prepare you to venture into the right business opportunity. All right, so hope you like it for today, and we'll speak again tomorrow. And I'm going to spend some time tomorrow to talk about SWOT analysis. All right, hope you like this. Bye.